Hey guys, Max 2015, welcome back to yet another episode of Boom Beach. Today we're going to do a couple of attacks with Rawdikinem, some with Heavy Zuka, and then we'll look at a couple of base reviews for today. So let's get right into it. These are a couple of replays from like a day ago or so. So we're just going to take a look. The first base here, we're going to attack. Oh man, that's loud. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's kind of loud. So first base here, I forgot what his name is. Is it I don't want to say something stupid. Anyway, 7 ice statues. 3 of them boosted, which is quite a lot of base. This is the only base we're going to be attacking in this video with Rawdikinem, and it was a bit of a fun attack. I like attacks like these, you'll see why. So put down all the troops, well actually take down the one rocket launcher first, and then put down all the troops in the front, let them take down a couple of those buildings in the front there before we smoke them next to that rocket launcher. And obviously, as usual, we choose to smoke behind the rocket launcher because we want all the Zukas to be in the blind spot of that rocket launcher, and then after that we flare straight to the laser beam because we want to get rid of it right away. Some critters obviously on the opposite direction, so the laser beam would just turn around rather than to go and shoot at my Zukas, because that's what happened the first few times that we attacked and failed against this base. After that, let the Zukas just kind of explode out and clear as many defenses as possible. Once they clear the laser beam, the flamethrowers, and the rocket launchers, then we can start smoking to a safe area in the back. Notice that up to this point, we still have to deal with that one mortar, and mortars can kill all my rifles and Zukas with one shell. So I flare straight to it first. We can go 2 times the speed just to make it a little bit quicker, because there's going to be a lot of walking in here. So flare straight to the mortar, let the Zukas take it down, and then flare backwards again, away from the range of that rocket launcher. Machine guns we're not too concerned about because we have some rifles and a couple of medics still healing, so not too concerned with the machine gun. In here we're getting a lot of good gunboat energy from those economy buildings. Of course, try not to be too greedy because I didn't want to fall into the range of that mortar on the bottom right side. Sorry. And then flare straight up, take down the shield generator itself, gather just a little bit more gunboat energy in here. I kind of wanted to take down the boom cannon there before we finally do our last Hail Mary pass into the HQ, drop some critters, and then just, since we flared, there's absolutely nothing else we can do except for throwing a couple of medkits and just hope for the best. This particular attack with this strategy only took me 1 try. The first few times that I attacked it, I failed it because I was trying to take the base from the side, and that just didn't work. But I'm learning that with bases that are kind of frontal in this sense, like mid-front, it's really good to just smoke your troops to the back and then just let them start taking down buildings in the back. So second base is Thanatos, another base that we've taken down in this channel many times. 5 boosted ice. This time we went with Heavy Zuka. Again, this is the exact same strategy I'm learning from Come Back, which is now the number 4 player in the world, which is absolutely insane. I mean, he is just so talented. He keeps some racking VP even though the bases are so tough. I mean, he's just an incredible player, and mark my words, he is going to be world number 1 very soon. I don't know when, but very soon. Anyhow, so we take down a couple of sniper towers in the front with the Zukas, well, and the heavies, and then smoke them all the way back next to the sculptor, obviously in the blind spot of that rocket launcher in the top there. Just kind of have to give the Zukas a little bit of time to kind of catch up to us. And as the first flare starts to run out, we do not reflare this time. We flare straight to the shield generator itself, put some critters in the back to distract some of those buildings in the back there, and then very quickly throw 2 more smokes and a flare to move the troops back next to that HQ for our final kill. The timing on these 2 last smokes is just so imperative. I mean, if you're delayed a microsecond, then the mortars will get you, and if you're too late, then all your troops will die. So critters and a couple of strategic shocks right where I needed them to be. Notice how the laser beam gets locked onto those critters so the Zukas can go to town on that HQ. Came down really quickly. It looks easy, like I always say when you see the successful attempt, but there's a lot of failed attempts behind it. And 5 boosted ice is not to be taken lightly. But I was just glad the base went down. Okay guys, so it's that time to feature a couple of bases on our channel. This time, Hunter Jad sent us a message saying that we actually got a 2-for-1 in this instance. So his task force is India. By the way guys, thank you so much for giving me the tag of your task forces, because that makes it so much easier to find you rather than scrolling through and shuffling through names. But anyhow, we got a 2-for-1. Hunter Jad right here, he's the co-leader. He wanted us to check out his base along with Japreet Singh here. So the 2 of them are friends. It looks like they're both aiming for global top 50, and right off the bat I can see they're both level 65, which is great. They also tell me that they have over 1,000 power powder, and that'll be plenty to get into global top 50. I mean, Japrit is already at 1000 VP, Hunter it's already at 950, so they only need about, what is it, 400 or 500 victory points, and he still has a lot of Power Stone chances. Wonderful. I'm assuming you'll probably change all 5 of those for 5 ice statues. So if you go with a 5-5 ratio, you can get into global, no problem. Your Gumbo Masterpiece could use a little bit of help. Chip damage is 1% off, chip health is 1% off, so those will be fine. Although if you're going to be moving along with 3 gunboat energies, then the 39% will make a big difference. That's still a lot of gunboat energy. So if you go with a 5, with a 5-5 ratio, 5 ice, 5 offense, you get into there, no problem. I'm pretty confident you can even do it with 4-6, so 4 ice, 6 offense. And yeah, as long as you move along daily, and the whole concept of pushing is to be consistent and play as often as you can. And with 1000 power powder, I have no doubt you can make it into global top 50. It's not that bad. Couple of things, you'll probably have to change the damage amplifier and the hot pot because those are useless for pushing. And this base layout, it's cute, but I'm sure you'll change into a stronger base layout, like either a corner with 1 shield laser beam or double shield, because those are the ones that you need. Either a center base with a prototype weapon behind the HQ, behind a shielded HQ, and you should be able to do fine just then. Yeah, that along with a little bit of good mine placement, it can be a very strong base. So not bad, Hunter. You're on the right track. Let's take a look at your Japrit's base. He's a little bit higher in victory points. So he has ice. He has a well, I mean, I can't see it, and there's so many trees in here. Christ. There we have. He has boosted ice. Yeah, he has 2 boosted masterpieces. It seems. A lot of gunboat energy. I'm always hesitant when I see so much GB. I mean, do you guys really need that much? And there's a Power Stone chance. So if Japrit is also planning on pushing into global, I'd probably have to get rid of that. Maybe get rid of one of these gunboat energies. Put a couple more eyes. He has a max trip damage statue and a max trip health, so he's pretty good. And he has a much better layout. He does have a shield generator and a shock blaster 3. Probably that's the only reason why he's already at 1000 victory points. So he's also on the right track. If he puts, I would recommend switch these 2 for ice, or at least 1 more into ice, and then just go with a 5-5 ratio, so it should be fine. So both of these guys are doing pretty well. Best of luck to you guys. I know you guys are also aiming for number 1 and number 2 in India, I guess. I mean, not both of you can't be number 1 at the same time. Did you guys tell me how much is number 1 for India? No, you're just former number 2 in India. But anyways, just let me know how much victory points you need to be number 1 in India, and then let me know when you guys get to number 1 and 2 respectively, okay? Best of luck to you guys. So the next base we're going to look at, or the next bases we're going to be looking at, are Jake Nogard. Jake, thank you for watching and following the channel for so long. You're one of those really active subscribers, so thank you for that. Thank you for being so loyal to the channel, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the content. So this force is called Dragon Force. All 4 of these accounts belong to Jake. I mean, man, how much do you play, Jake? I can only play 1 account right now. But anyhow, so the 2 biggest accounts are 2 level 65s. I'm assuming those are maxed out, and then there's 2 little ones in here. Jake is not planning on pushing. He made that very clear in his message, but he does have more than 2,000 power powder. Jake, if you're not planning on pushing and you have that much power powder, right now I'm going to extend my invitation. When I'm done with my push and I create a new task force of either 25 or 50 men to push into that leaderboard with them, hopefully you'll like to join me and, commit to pushing with me, along with me with the task force, and we'll get into global top 50. I mean, if you have 2,000 power powder, you can definitely help me out with 10 offensive statues and just push up in there. But we'll talk about that in the future. Anyhow, Jake's base, as usual, since he's not planning on pushing, he does have 9 offensive statues. Man, look at that. I can't imagine myself having that much offense. It would be so sweet. Someday I will get there. And he does have a PSC because, I guess 2,000 power powder is not enough for him. It's a good layout if you're just playing for fun, enough to get to 1,028 victory points already. Hot pot and amplifier. This is actually a pretty deadly fun base. Not the best base for pushing, but certainly a good base just to have laying around. So that was Jake Dragon, and then Jake Dragon the second, which is the second account, same thing. This one has 10 full offense, No troop health, I'm noticing. Man, Jake, you must be a beast in operations, I can only assume. Exact same layout, pretty much, except that the amplifier is not amplifying the rocket launchers. Interesting. But anyways, hopefully Jake, you'll join me. I don't even know how committed you are to your current task force, but if you're interested in pushing with me in the future, let me know. And I suppose we can just look at the little ones also. May as well. So we got like a 4 for 1 and a 2 for 1 before. So this, I don't even know what kind of shape this is. And he has a Doom Cannon already. Level 42. Man, I haven't seen low level bases in so long. I forget what they look like. Holy crap. And this is just an arrow, I suppose. Oh, only one sniper. Oh no, there's a boom cannon and a flamethrower here. Cool. Are you planning on like maxing this base without putting any defensive buildings? Let me know. Alright guys, let's move back onto the video. Alright guys, so the next base is Josa, which is left hand. Moon base with 10 boosted eyes. It's not the first time we've taken this base in this channel. I think we've done it with TRM in the past, but this time I really wanted to do it with Heavy Zuka because like I was telling you guys, I'm trying to learn the specific strategy from Come Back, and it's to try to find ways to sneak in through a base with Heavy Zuka to take down the shield and then go for the kill on the HQ. So it's very difficult. It took me many tries to get it right. But we eventually got it, so this is the one that really worked out. So same as before, put down the troops right in the middle there, let them take out a couple of economy buildings to gather a little bit of gunboat energy, and then smoke them all the way back there next to the shield by the armory. One more smoke at the end. The heavies will clear all those mines, so I'm not really concerned with mines with this particular strategy. The laser beam is always the biggest concern in here, and timing is very important. So flare straight to the shield. Critters, again, to distract flamethrower, rocket launcher, mortar, anything that can kill the Zukas. 2 smokes super fast, and then the flare. Everything is done almost simultaneously there. The timing is just, essential there. And then as the heavies are catching up, we flare straight to the HQ. Box of critters, and then 2 strategic shocks, because that's all I can afford. You have to pray and hope that the laser beam will lock onto those critters so that your Zukas can keep on shooting at the HQ. So yet again, another pretty good attack. I don't know which one was tougher, 5 boosted eyes or 10 eyes with 2 masterpieces boosted. You guys can do the math, but I think the 5 boosted eyes was a little tougher. Anyhow, the last base will be a similar strategy. I forgot the name of this guy, but again, 5 eye statues, all 5 of them boosted. Although this time he did not have a laser beam. He had a shock blaster instead, which works really great because the shock blaster is a lot more forgiving than the laser beam is. Shock blaster will lock onto your heavies and it'll take a lot of shots to kill one heavy, whereas the laser beam just goes past the heavies and just ram all your Zukas. So got a little bit messy there. The flamethrower did kill like 4 of my Zukas, but nothing you can do is just keep on moving with the attack. This time, because of the location of that shield, we don't move all the way to the back. We move a little bit closer, but notice that the Zukas are still within the blind spot of the rocket launchers, which is essential. So right here, we flare to the HQ, critters, and then see once that smoke clears out on the Zukas, that's when I throw the 2 smokes very quickly. They only have enough time to take 1 shot right on the shield generator, takes it down, and then we have to start moving them back very quickly. I can't stress the importance of timing in here. And again, in here, we put critters, flare to the HQ, and a couple of strategic shock bombs in there while the Zukas take down the HQ. And you guys can probably see the similarities, and the entire point of this attack strategy is very effective. The tricky part, and the very tricky part, is not just the timing on your smokes, but locating the best path to move your troops as well, because searching for the path is the hardest part. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys liked the video and the reviews. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm Max115. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.